I would say that Crown Media's properties, their television properties, are one of the few independent networks out there. Can you talk a little bit about the challenges and the strengths of being an independent network?
Sure. The challenges are well documented, I think, and many of those challenges are overplayed to a degree. Certainly on the advertising side, it can be an advantage for us to be an independent because we can work much more quickly. We're much more flexible, and we don't jam clients with a lot of other properties that they might not want to buy. So we think that being an independent on the advertising side can sometimes work to our advantage. On the negative side, certainly the distribution equation is a little bit more difficult because we don't have the leverage of a broadcast network or a sports property that is a must-have. And the Cable Act of 1992, unfortunately, has put our distribution partners in a position where they're paying broadcast networks now retransmission fees that are significant and really create a lot of leverage for the cable assets that reside under the same roof, which creates an unfair playing field, which we could have a half-hour conversation about that alone. And that really is the major drawback to being an independent. I think the government regulation has set the business up to create an unlevel playing field for independent networks. That aside, though, the other benefits that we get from being an independent are that, again, we can react much more quickly and much more with a lot less. Let's just say, angst in many ways on the programming and marketing side and in other areas than our competitors do. So I think all in all, at the end of the day, being an independent, if you look at it as an advantage in the marketplaces where you can utilize that advantage and that perspective can be a good thing. Aside from the realities of the marketplace on the distribution side.
Thinking ahead on the distribution side and understanding that new platforms are being created every day for streaming content. Looking ahead in the next couple of years, would you see that the role of independent networks will change? Will there be perhaps greater opportunities, different challenges? Where do you see it all headed there in distribution?
In distribution, I think that certainly we're very sensitive to our relationships with our distribution partners, and that whole ecosystem is very fragile. And we are not in the business of putting our content on other platforms that would disrupt that ecosystem. So we take a little bit more conservative approach, I think, to those different opportunities than many others do. However, having said that, we have a lot of content that plays very well digitally. So, for example, our daytime lineup, which is we're the only general entertainment network that produces fresh, original, topical content every day, and is live and shot for the next day airing, and we have a big commitment to that. That content is in the lifestyle area, so it's segmented and plays very, very well on multiple platforms, multiple websites. And so our model moving forward is to take some of that content, monetize it in different ways across the web. As we look at our original long-form content, though, we're not really. We again, feel a loyalty and a strong relationship with our distribution partners that we are not. And I think that it's generally the position of most independents that are keeping that content for the linear platform primarily.